We saw what the Las Vegas Raiders defense could do last year when they were number 1 in the NFL over the second half of the season. Then this offseason they got Christian Wilkins, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL in free agency. So all the Raiders have to do now is put enough of an offense out there to have some success. That means second-year quarterback Aidan O'Connell has to take that big jump to year 2. He's been working hard since a couple of weeks after the season, as Sports Illustrated's Hondo Carpenter reported. He's got the off-season program where he's taking the starters reps, and he'll get the starters reps in training camp. Oh, and did I mention all the guys they'll have around him this year? No excuses, it's time to get it done or else. It all starts up front with his protection. The Raiders already had Colton Miller at left tackle and Andre James at center. Miller's an elite left tackle, and James is one of the best pass-protecting centers in the NFL. The Raiders also liked Aaron Mumford, who was in a tight battle to start at right tackle with Jermaine Luminor to replace him. Continuing to develop Dylan Parham at one of the guard spots is part of the Raiders' plan for their offensive line too. That left the other guard position needing to be addressed. They weren't enthused about bringing back aging Greg Van Roten, so they allowed him to walk in free agency. Things worked out pretty well for the Raiders at that position though. They committed highway robbery when they stole Jackson Powers Johnson, a center they switched to guard in round 2. The 6'3", 330-pounder fits perfectly and reminds many of Richie Incognito. He's a road grader that also protects the passer well, as he didn't give up a sack over his college career. With this offensive line, the Raiders will protect O'Connell better than they have to because he's not that mobile and isn't great under pressure. Another way to keep the pocket pressure off O'Connell is to run the football. The Raiders' offensive line should be even better at run blocking with the addition of Powers after improving in that department the second half of last year. They made quite a discovery in the process too. When Josh Jacobs went down with an injury, Zamir White rushed for 397 yards the last 4 games. He fits his zone blocking scheme much better because he has the patience for it now. He allows the play to develop as opposed to just hitting the hole as hard as he can. He needs to work on it a little more, but he's a little more elusive with some wiggle, but his burst through the hole and contact balance really tell you who he is. White averaged 3.21 yards per carry after contact in 2023. He has a blazing speed too, running a 4.440 at the 2022 NFL Scouting Combine. Some will refute that because he got caught from behind against Kansas City Chiefs. However, if you really saw it, White was running diagonally, trying to get away from the safety while the guy that caught him was running straight. Either way, he'll help O'Connell. O'Connell has a brand new weapon in first-round tight end Brock Bowers. He's as dynamic as they come at his position. He has great hands and he runs routes so well he even plays in the slot. His speed makes him one of the few tight ends that can score from anywhere on the field, too. Oh, and his ability to make guys miss makes him dangerous after the catch. Bowers can block in line, but I think he'll be more of an H-back move tight end. The 6'3", 243-pounder can also play fullback. All the different positions he plays give you different ways to get him the ball. When the Raiders are in their 12 personnel base package, Bowers will be paired with 2023 second-round pick Michael Mayer. He's more of the traditional tight end. He's a better inline blocker, and the majority of his catches will be over the middle in the short to intermediate area. Like Bowers, Mayer has great hands and runs great routes, but he punishes defenses after the catch. He's not the deep threat Bowers is, though. However, on 3rd and 4, he'll be valuable, and his true tight end skill set allows the Raiders to line Bowers up anywhere. Bowers should make an immediate impact as his role will be identical to his role at Georgia. Of course, Mayer will make his big jump to year 2, so they'll be among the best tight end duos in the NFL. However, they won't be the ones that carry the Raiders' passing game. The Raiders have one of, if not the best receiver core in the NFL, starting with Davante Adams, the best receiver in the NFL. He had the worst quarterback situation in the league last year, and he still had 103 catches for 1,144 yards and 8 touchdowns. He played with 2 quarterbacks that threw more touchdowns and interceptions and a rookie that didn't complete a pass for 3/4 of a football game. Most receivers in that situation end up with about 450 yards and 2 touchdowns. Adams will have Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker, whom I'm most excited about outside of Adams, with him. With his speed, he'll make teams pay for double-teaming Adams and open things back up for him on the rebound. He'll open up things for other receivers on that offense too. I can't wait to see him and O'Connell build on the connection they started to develop on deep balls last year. O'Connell had his moments, both good and bad last year, but the good outweighed the bad, especially since he got better as he went along and finished the season strong after being put in an impossible situation. Does that tell us he's the next great thing to come along? Of course not. However, it tells us he's worth taking another look at to see if he's someone the Raiders can win with. For that reason, this year is going to be a big year for him. They brought Gardner Minshew in just in case O'Connell's worse than expected. O'Connell has no excuses because he has all the weapons he could ever need. So if he doesn't get it done this year, they draft a quarterback next year. Thank you for watching. See you next time.